Welcome back to Unplayable MTG. We're opening up another box of play boosters today, this time from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And like last time, we're giving it all away. Similar to before, we're going to open all the packs in this box and split them up based on their colors. White, blue, black, red, green. Then we're going to do a pile of all the multicolor cards, plus lands and tokens, and then colorless. Then one of our patrons will win each of those one of those piles each. And if you want to win any of these in our future box giveaways, all you have to do is join our Patreon at any of the paid tiers. So anyone in our paid tiers is entered to win these automatically. And if you're in the higher tiers, you have a little more chances to win. The lower tiers, you still have a chance to win. The free tiers do not have a chance to win these box breaks. Only the paid patrons do. So if you're interested, go ahead, join the Patreon, and you get some other cool perks there as well. But with that said, we're going to crack some packs and just chat about it.
But first, before we get into these packs, I want to give a special shout out to today's sponsor, Into the AM. They were kind enough to send me some of their shirts for free, and I'm genuinely impressed with the quality and comfort. If you're looking to pick up some new shirts and want to support the channel, head to intotheam.com/unplayable and use the code unplayable at checkout. It'll give you a discount and let them know you came from my channel. Again, huge thanks to Into the AM for supporting my content and making it look like I actually know what I'm doing, even when I really don't.
Just to reiterate, what we're doing is the multicolor is going to include lands and tokens. You mentioned it, but
Yeah.
it went through it. So those are going to be all included together. So there'll be 7 total piles at the end. I was opening this. I didn't realize it's ramen pizza. I thought it was spaghetti. It was giving me Italian vibes, but it's ramen pizza. All right, would you do... Actually, another cool thing. Did this one line up perfectly? No, it didn't. These packs make a scene. Just like that. All 3 of them together. It's a scene.
Well,
pretty cool.
I'm sold on the set. The packs make a scene.
Pretty cool. All right, let's get some turtles. You want to do the honors?
Sure, I'll start.
I was noticing that this morning.
All right, starting off with Mutant Chain Reaction, a removal spell that makes a mutagen token, Hamato, Guardian. You put them in the order you want. White, I don't know where white goes. You're going to have to do that. Manhole Missile, 3 damage to a creature. That's basically a function of red here.
You're going to move over.
Yeah, move over a little bit. Where does red go? Is that red?
This is red, yes. That is the color red.
Shredder's Revenge. Oh, is that the pile? You have a way of doing it. Shredder's Revenge, Nobody. Punk Frogs. April O'Neil. Kunoichi Trainee. Where's white?
I got it over here.
Okay. Ooze Spill. Counter-target spell. Create a mutagen token. General Trag, Heart of Stone. Technically could be a commander. When he enters, you may sacrifice another artifact. If you do, 4 damage to a creature. New Generations Technique. I actually think this is a pretty interesting card. Sneak 2 and a green. Otherwise, it costs 3 and a green. And you search the library for up to 2 basics. Put them on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. So at worst, it's an explosive vegetations. But if you've got, some bounce energies or anything, that's just...
I like the art.
free.
Don't like the card.
You don't like the card?
Not as much.
What? It's 3 mana, ramp 2 lands. That's great.
Oh, it's 2. Okay,
It's
that's
2
better.
lands.
I
That's
thought
what
it
I'm
was.
saying.
I thought it was 1.
Yeah. Donatello Turtle Techie. When he enters, if you control an artifact, draw a card. And then we got Krang Mastermind. This one's getting a bit of hype. Affinity for artifacts, but he costs 8. When he enters the battlefield, if you have fewer than 4 cards in hand, draw equal to the difference. And he gets +1/+0 for each artifact you control. That's pretty interesting.
I'm split on this artwork. I think I like it, but I know a lot of people don't like it very much.
I didn't watch that. What is that, like the 80s version of the show?
That's what I grew up on.
Oh, you didn't grow up on the 80s version. You would have grown up on wasn't there a 90s version?
It's all the same.
Yeah,
80s,
well.
90s.
And then Make Your Move. This is a reprint for Murders at Karlov Manor. It's a fine removal spell. Full art land and a token.
Multicolor, right?
Multicolor, yeah.
Yeah. You get some love for the non-color or colorless. Zoo Escapees. Leaves the battlefield, create a mutagen token.
Notably, it's a leaves trigger, so if you sneak it back to hand, you still get the mutagen.
East Wind Avatar. Flying Vigilance. Whenever another creature enters, this creature gets +1/+0 till end of turn. Mauser Mark III. Gotta have an artifact.
Wait, what color goes here? Oh, that colorless?
This
We
is
haven't got it.
colorless. Yeah. Bebop, Warthog, Warrior, Rhinos get Menace, Swamp Cycling.
What's interesting about this one
though.
is there's Rocksteady, a green version that has force cycling that gives boars whatever can only block by one creature, so it makes both of them unblockable. It's kind of like a little 2-card combo, I guess.
They're not partners like the other Bebop and Rocksteady.
No, they're not partners.
Zog, Triceraton, Castaway. Reach trample, enters. Target creature can't block this turn with Mountain Cycling. We're getting all the cycles in this pack. Primordial, Pachyderm.
Pachyderm, yeah, I think.
Pachyderm. Reach trample and ETBs gain 2 life. Foot Elite. I want to make a foot deck. Not for foot ninjas, just for...
Oh, you got a foot fetish? Very
foot
cool.
fetish, yeah.
Very cool.
Turtle Lair. Add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana to cast a ninja or turtle spell. 3 tap. Target ninja turtle can't be blocked.
Ninja or turtle can't be blocked.
Is that what
You said
ninja or turtle.
It doesn't have to be both, that's all I'm saying.
Tainted Treats. They get the ooze in it. Destroy target artifact or creature. If its mana value is 4 or less, create a food token. It's not horrible, but it's
strictly better than, what is that, Putrefy? Does the same
Yeah.
thing but doesn't make a food, so...
Jenica, Bad Apple Big Sister. When ETB is create a 2/2 red mutant creature token, Plains Cycling. I told you we're getting all the cycle ones.
Mm-hmm.
Leader's Talent. I like this one in the, which one is it? The white one that has sneak and gain life. Whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. Whenever creature you control leaves the battlefield, if it had a counter on it, you gain 2 life. And whenever you cast a spell, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Oh no, this was Dark Leo because he's making all the ninjas. So you get him up to level 3 and Slash Reptile Rampager. Alliance. Whenever another creature you control enters, Slash deals 2 damage to each opponent. Whenever Slash attacks, create a 2/2 mutant creature token for 7/5. He's pretty cool.
He's like a Perforos.
Yeah.
Probably a little weaker, but I mean, who doesn't want more of that effect?
More foot ninjas. Swamp. Mutagen token.
Very nice. So far, the colorless doing really well with 0 cards to their color.
I blame you.
All right, we got Ragamuffin Raptor. When it enters, return up to 1 creature or food from your graveyard to your hand. Pain 101. Actually, so I've been playing a lot of limited. I've quite liked this card so far. Until end of turn, target creature gains death touch, and when it dies, return to the battlefield tapped in your control. Pretty nice little combat trick. Retro Mutation. Flash enchanted creature becomes a turtle with 0/1 toughness and no abilities. Uneasy Alliance. This is a pacifism with upside. Mouser Attack. Choose 1, make a 1/1, or give a creature +3/+0 and first strike. Another combat trick. Guac and Marshmallow Pizza. Disgusting idea for a pizza, but I actually really like this card. Flash, when it enters, target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn and untap it, and you can sacrifice it against your life. I feel like there's going to be places for this card.
Well, it's a nice combat trick.
It's a good combat trick. It's got untapped synergies. It's going to go in my Wily Duke deck. My Wily Duke deck has life gain synergies. It has untapped synergies. And like I said, it's a combat trick. So I'm excited for that one. Crustacean Commando. Death in the Family. Genghis Frog. Maybe if you've got a Grolnok deck or something.
Thought about using him because I don't have a Simic deck yet, and I thought about building around him.
And he just makes a bunch of mutagen.
Yep.
Brilliance Unleashed. This card's pretty interesting. Choose 1 or both 5 damage to a creature, and you can return an artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield. And if it wasn't a creature, it becomes a 3/3 creature. So that's pretty interesting. Michelangelo Game Master just gets counters on him. Mikey and Don Party Planners. You may look at the top card of your library. It's got Ward 2, and you can play lands and cast Mutant Ninja or Turtle spells from the top. If you do, they enter with a counter. That would probably be a better one, honestly. Rock Soldiers destroys a non-creature artifact, and an island in the mutagen. Maybe the lands and the tokens should go with colorless.
Maybe that time I talked to you about colorless, and you said, "Nah, there's some bombs in colorless." Guess we'll find out.
We'll figure it out. We might have to move the lands and tokens over.
Action News Crew. If you're building a Van deck,
Perfect for all those Van decks out there.
Sewer Valence Cam. That's a play on words. This is the similar one, but Flash. This artifact enters or leaves the battlefield. You may tap or untap target creature sack to draw 2 cards.
This is another one that actually has been better for me than I thought it would be.
Well, it's an enter or leaves, which is interesting.
Yeah, and it's been better. It can sack itself to draw, so you get the leaves that way. But I was like, man, if you can just got ways to bounce it too, tap or untap, it's got applications, I think.
That's true. I mean, for 1 mana. Insectoid Exterminator. Flying. Disappear at the beginning of your end step. If a permanent left the battlefield under your control this turn, scry 1. Insect Mutant. Mechanized Ninja Cavalry. When this creature enters, create a 1/1 colorless robot artifact creature token and Boros. Ragamuffin Raptor. When he enters, return 1 target creature food from your graveyard to your hand. Pain 101. You like it. Retro Mutation Flash. Oh yeah, we already got that one. Make it a 0/1 turtle. Uneasy Alliance. Venice, Torn Between Worlds.
Pretty sure it's Venus, like the planet.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm not a Ninja Turtle fan. But...
I don't like pressure. Venus.
That's Venus. That's what
it reminds me of that meme. Oh, Vino Moose.
Venomoose. I don't know the meme. You'll have to show me later.
Okay. Whenever Venice is dealt damage, put that many +1/+1 counters on her. It's a girl.
If it survives. It says that even. She has to survive the damage.
She must survive the damage to get the counters. When a creature you control with a counter on it deals damage to a player, you may pay blue. If you do, draw a card.
That's not bad.
She's expensive, though.
Yeah.
Just like most women.
Oh, wow.
Baxter Stockman. When he enters, create a 1/1 colorless robot artifact creature token. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target artifact creature you control gets +3/+0. First strike and vigilance till end of turn.
I'm not sad about that guy.
Donatello. Oh, we got this guy, the techie. Technodrome. There we go. There's some love for our colorless.
I am super excited about this card. I think it's
He's
cool.
pretty cool. For 2, reach, trample, 3/3 construct. Can't attack or block unless its power is 6 or greater, but you can sack another artifact, draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature.
I think it'd be super fun to do him as the commander, and you do like unwinding clock shenanigans, and you're making like, I don't know, blood tokens or mutagen tokens. I don't know. Could be fun.
But he can't be a commander.
Oh, he can't. You're right. Well, he'd go in the deck where you're doing those things. I thought he was legendary.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Well, they did have talk about getting rid of legend rule. So
no, there's no way.
Yeah, they were talking about it.
No, I believe they talked about it. I'm saying they're not going to do it.
Ice Cream Kitty. This is my son's favorite. He's got some weird thing for kitties.
And ice cream?
Doesn't everybody?
I don't like
you.
I don't like ice cream. It's okay.
Mutant Town and Mutagen.
Should we just move the tokens and lands over already? Like, it's already so one-sided.
You just have to say I'm right first.
You're right. We should have done that to begin with.
All right.
Grounded for Life. It's a 5-mana spell that costs 3 less if you just targets a tap creature, but it lets you destroy a creature. There's a lot of cards. Oh, sorry, let me get on camera. A lot of cards that do this. Isn't particularly new, and I don't hate them, especially if you've got some sort of like up the beanstalk deck or something where you want high mana value permanents. You want to cast them for less. Return to the Sewers. Target creature's owner put it on the choice of the top or the bottom of the library, and you make a mutagen. Ice Cream Kitty returns. EPF Point Squad. I'm like so bad at keeping the cards on camera. EPF Point Squad. Whenever another creature enters, it gets a counter. Mutant Chain Reaction. That's another removal spell. It makes a mutagen. Hamato Guardian Stance. +1/+3. Flying and Scry. Manhole Missile. Old Hob Alley Cat Blues. This one's an interesting one. 5 mana is a lot for a 4/4 Cat Mutant Rebel. To begin a combat on your turn, make a 2/2 red mutant creature token. It gains haste. Destroy it at the beginning of the next end step. But you can also pay 2, 1 and a white to give it indestructible. I don't know. It's interesting. Obviously, if you give it indestructible, it's a destroy effect, not a sacrifice effect. So you get to keep it around. It's interesting.
I'd like it if it wasn't target attacking creature token.
Yeah, that's true. If it wasn't a creature, he goes in red, even though he's got a white ability.
I was going by up here.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say there's technically an enchantment. It's called like Nahiri's something or other that gives 1 attacking creature indestructible every turn. I don't know. Pair well there. Dimensional Exile. This is another removal spell. That's a functional reprint. Shredder Unrelenting. Whenever it enters or attacks, give another creature Death Touch. Leonardo Big Brother. Sneak 1
It's not
and
focused on your card. There you go. Now it's focused.
gets +1/+0 for each other creature you control. The Cloning of Shredder. This is actually a card I am also excited about. Step 1, you exile a creature card from your graveyard, and you make a token that's a copy of it, except it isn't legendary and is a mutant in addition to other types. So baseline 6, it's basically a reanimation spell. But then if it goes to step 2 and 3, you make another token of that card that isn't legendary and is a mutant in other types. So I don't know, it's a pretty interesting removal spell, especially if you have some proliferation or counter removal synergies, like an Xavier Sal deck for something. I think that's pretty good. Tenderize, target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to a creature opponent controls. We've seen that many times. Then we got TCRI building and a mutagen token.
Eastwind Avatar. Mauser Mark III. Right?
Yeah, did I mess up? Whoopsies.
Bebop, Warthog Warrior.
We've gotten a couple Bebops now, but still none of the...
Zog, Triceraton Castaway. Primordial Pactor. Oh, thank you.
Why don't you just put them down, and then I'll put them where they go, and then I'll do the
All right.
same.
Foot Elite, watch this.
Perfect.
Negate.
Classic.
Foot Ninjas. Karai, Future of the Foot. Orzhov, 3/3. Sneak for 2 and Orzhov. And whenever she deals combat damage to a player, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand if her sneak cost was paid. This turn, instead, return that card to the battlefield. I think she's fun.
I think she's really cool. I think she could go in a couple different directions, too, because you could do, like, cycling with her, where you're always using her... You're not using her for her sneak, you're just using her to get cyclers back to hand to discard. So then you got discard synergies, or, like, leaves the graveyard synergies. Obviously, there's reanimator synergies. Lots of stuff you could do with her.
It's true. Turtle Air. Raphael, Tough Turtle. Armagon, Future Shark. Flash. When he enters, destroy up to 3 target creatures, 9/6. He's pricey, but he looks fun.
He does look fun. If someone made a commander deck around him, I'd be so on board with it.
People would be so mad, though, if you start getting them online. Start blinking them or something and blowing everything up.
I will say, like, compared to other 8-mana bombs, like, you got, like, Valgavoth compared to him.
That's true.
He's nothing compared to Valgavoth.
Yeah, he's a lot more. Yeah.
A lot more
Crustacean Commando. When he enters, create a mutagen token, 03.
Hey, all those crab decks rejoice. You got another crab.
Mutant Town, mutagen token with a robot.
That's a lot of mutagen tokens.
Yes, you better make a mutagen deck.
Everybody. All right. Negate. I think this counts as a lady looking left, though. So there you go for all you ladies looking left decks out there.
Looking right.
Is she looking right?
Yeah, go from her. She's looking this way.
Okay, well, almost. You almost got a card. Stomp by the Foot. Kicker, sacrifice an artifact. It's a removal spell. Bot Bashing Time. 6 damage to a creature. Cowabunga. This is like, you could almost run it as an MDFC land if you have... If you've got enough Mutant Ninja Turtles and lands in your deck. It's interesting. Make your move. That's a reprint, like I mentioned. Stockman Mad Flyentist. Man, this set is full of puns if you're into that. That's an island cycler. What does that say? Squirrelinoids?
Squirrelinoids. This is the one that I think has been slowing down.
Yeah, I mean, a 1/1 death touch definitely eats
they
up
got
board.
the green guy as well.
The Neutrinos. This is one that I actually really hate the artwork, but I think the card is awesome.
It's true. It's an interesting card, but yeah, it doesn't even feel like a Ninja Turtles.
I know. It's like they're in a... It almost feels like the car that they flew in Harry Potter when they like missed the train.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I'm saying? That's what the car looks like to
It
me.
reminds me of the Unset.
Yes, you're right. It's like Unfinity.
Yeah, Unfinity.
But anyways, the card itself is pretty cool. It gets bigger every time a creature enters, so that's pretty good. And then whenever it attacks, exile a creature you own, then return to the battlefield under your control tapped and attacking. So this is doing a few things I really like. One, targets a creature you own, which means if you've like donated or like exchanged control with a creature with an opponent, you can like use this to blink it back to your side. That's pretty cool. The other thing is it enters tapped and attacking. So if you have a creature with like a bad attack trigger, you can use this to avoid it while it still gets to attack. I don't know. It's got a lot of things going for it. I just really don't like the art on it, sadly. Mighty Mutanimals. This one enters, makes a 2/2 mutant, and whenever a creature enters, you can put a counter on a creature you control. Ooh, I like this one too. Karai's Technique. 3 mana. It's not great, but it gives a creature +3/+3, another creature -3/-3, so 2 combat tricks in 1. But the sneak of 1 and a black makes it kind of fun, I think.
And you can choose one or both.
One or both, yeah. Raphael, Tough Turtle. Raph and Mikey, Troublemakers. When Trample Haste 7/7 for 7 mana. Whenever it attacks, reveal cards from the top of your library until you hit a creature. Put it on the battlefield tapped and attacking, and the rest on the bottom of your order. I mean, that's a bomb. That's a fun card. Then we got Ooze Spill. That's that counter spell that makes a mutagen token. Dimension X, another tap land, and a mutagen token.
This art, I really like.
This one?
Yep.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Anchovy and Banana Pizza. I've heard good things about this one too.
Maybe
Artifact
in limited, maybe.
Destroy target creature. 2 tap sack. You gain 3 life.
I mean, if you have a deck built around like blinking artifacts or something, yeah, that could be pretty good, I suppose.
Mauser Foundry leaves the battlefield 1/1 colorless robot artifact creature token. Sack this artifact. 3 damage to any target.
I ain't mad at it.
Frog Butler. This is the other one slowing down limited.
Yeah.
For 2, you get a 1/1 with Death Touch. Tap as a mana dork, and 2, give him fly or gains reach until end of turn. Sorry. Utrom Scientist enters, tap on 1 target creature and put a stun counter on it. So maybe I need to put him on Spider-Man. Putrid Pals. There's the other food one that has this similar guy in it. I just wish he didn't cost so much.
Yeah, 4
Hopefully
mana.
We'll see him.
It's basically a 4 mana 5/5.
Yeah, Death Touch. This creature enters with 2 +1/+1 counters on it if permanent left the battlefield under your control the turn. Well, they got the other legendary food guy.
Oh, Pizza Face?
Yeah, Pizza Face. I wanted to build him, but he's just too expensive.
I actually think Pizza Face is really good.
I think he is. I think he's just too expensive.
Well, and if you wanted to build a deck that really leans into the slop, where you're like, oh man, I just love the slop, I think Pizza Face. I mean, is there a better commander for
You
that?
could throw in a ton of those cool food trash that nobody likes. They don't like the artwork anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Tenderize. Target creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls.
It's great with the Frog Butler we just did.
Foot Ninjas.
I actually like that artwork.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, speaking of Pizza Face!
Speaking of, he decided to show up.
I mean, what's not like about this guy? Except for the artwork.
I like the artwork a lot,
you?
actually. When you just create a food token, at the beginning of your end step, if a permanent left the battlefield under your control, this turn, put 3 +1/+1 counters up to one other target artifact or creature. If it isn't a creature, it becomes a 0/0 mutant creature token in addition to its other types.
I'll tell you, limited, this thing is nuts. This thing is so
Really?
good in limited. Oh, it's unbelievable. 3 counters a turn? That's way faster than like mutagen
I
tokens.
guess that's true. But maybe I could build them still.
Hey, and you could do some random life gain theme where you pay 10 life, sack them, 15 life.
That's the part that I'm like, it's just kind of...
Yeah, that part's kind of flavor.
10
That's flavor text
and
really at
sack
the
'em.
bottom.
Yeah, probably.
But, you know.
It's last case scenario if you need the life, but...
No, I think I don't think he's not like a busted commander by any means, but I think he's perfectly playable.
Have you played Lessons from Life in Limited at all?
I haven't played it in limited at all, but I did do a little bit of Brawl where I tried it out, and it is good. Like limited, I mean, it's fine in limited, but
I've heard a lot of people talking about
in limited or just in general?
in general, but primarily in Limited.
I think it's great in general. 4 mana for draw 3 and ramp land. It's pretty good.
Michelangelo Mutant BFF. This is the one you wanted to build, right?
No, I've got another one from the pre-con.
Oh, no, you wanted the one that had the partner. Yeah. Turtles Forever. Search your library and or outside the game for exactly 4 legendary creature cards you own with different names. Then reveal those cards. An opponent chooses 2 of them. Put the chosen cards in your hand and shuffle the rest into your library.
I mean, I don't hate it.
That's true. Raph and Mikey, Troublemakers.
Yeah, there's way more
Oh, we got
colorless
this one
bombs in this
before.
set.
I told you that.
You were so right, Brett.
Let's put that foil in a shield since it's a rare.
All right, we got Buzz Bots. Flying Vigilance. When it dies, draw a card. Oroku Saki, Shredder Rising. Actually, this card's pretty good for me in limited too. The sneak costs a 2. You get it in. It's a 3/1. When it deals damage, you draw a card. It's okay. Got a ninja deck, obviously, it's going
You
in
just
there.
like to say that name.
Hopefully I didn't butcher it. Mutant Town Musicians. Whenever another creature enters, it gets a bump. Oh, here we go. Rocksteady Crash Courser. Finally, this is the other. This is the Forest Cycler. Can't be blocked by more than one creature, and it gives that same ability to board. So again, if you have Bebop and Rocksteady out, they're both unblockable. This one's much better because it's a 7/7. High Flying Ace. This can give another creature flying. Mind Transfer Protocol. This is makes an artifact creature base power 4/5 and draws a card for 3 mana and speed.
You know what we should do sometime? We should do a box break just like this, but say we're gonna create the base for like 7 decks.
7 decks?
And then on the fly, on the rip, put them into the pile that we think we would fit into best.
That sounds tough.
And then send it off to one of you guys to figure out the rest.
Yeah.
Do the heavy lifting.
Foot Mystic might make a 1/1 when it enters. Tainted Treats. We already talked about that one. Oh, Venus. The old Venus is back. Donatello Way with Machines. Whenever an artifact enters, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Leatherhead Swampstalker. This one's another good one in limited. Enters with a hexproof counter. When it deals damage, you can remove a counter from her, and when you do, destroy target artifact enchantment that player controls. Works great with the mutagens, lets you keep blowing up stuff. She'd be an interesting commander potentially.
Oh yeah.
Taka and Ranzar Terrible 2.
I love this card.
Actually, the art on that's pretty cool. It makes me think of
super funny.
It's almost got like a Godzilla King Kong vibe to it, which I'm a huge Godzilla fan. So, but anyways, can't be countered. Whenever a player casts a spell, if the amount of mana was less than its mana value, they deals 3 damage to them. Notably, Sneak is casting a spell, so this will trigger anytime someone sneaks a creature in or sneaks a spell into play. So that's pretty cool. I do like that card.
I really like it as well.
Maybe you should build that one.
I thought about it. I've been
Mighty
debating,
Animals.
but I just love Bebop and
Land.
Rocksteady. I thought about trying to do something where I could have Bebop, Rocksteady, Taka, and Ranzar, all those dynamic duos.
Are these guys just like
Turtles.
villains of the week sort of thing in the show? Or?
Yeah, they're just kind of like Bebop and Rocksteady that got into the ooze and became super villains. These
Gotcha.
guys are similar to that. They're in one of the movies.
The only movies I've seen. I've seen the OG that came out with where they're all in costumes, and then I saw the one with my kids, the recent one, Mutant Mayhem, that came out. I loved Mutant Mayhem. I thought it was great.
Purple Dragon Punks. Slithering Cryptid. Action News Crew, more Vans. Sewer Surveillance Cam. Insectoid Exterminator. Mechanized Ninja Cavalry. Ragamuffin Raptor.
I just
Mona
noticed he's eating a
Lisa.
pizza. Of course he is.
Mona Lisa Science Geek Reach. Add X mana of any one color where X is Mona Lisa's power. She's also in the Precon, I think.
She might be. I will say, it's like a Kami of the Whispered Hopes, but without the +1/+1 counter synergy.
Yeah. Metalhead. Enters, return 1 target artifact creature to its owner's hand. Sacrifice another artifact. 1/+1/+1 counter Metalhead. He gains menace and haste until end of turn.
Little pricey, but it is kind of cool, kind of unique.
Shredder's Armor. I wish this was better. Equipped creature gets +2/+1 when he enters attached to target creature control. Equip, sack another non-land permanent to activate only once each turn.
Yeah, what kills me is the activate only once each turn, so you can't even use it as sack out, and then it's just +2/+1. Yeah, they could have done more with that for sure.
I really like the sack another non-land permanent activate only. Well, maybe not only once each turn, but it's pretty cool flavor win. But for Shredder's Armor, I was hoping it was a little better.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Donatello Way with Machines. Flying whenever another artifact you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on Donatello. Mikey and Leo Chaos and Orb.
Oh, this one's great.
Whenever you put a counter on a creature you control, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn.
Yeah, I'm a big fan
That's
of this
pretty
card.
sweet though.
It's so easy to get a counter at least on your turn, and how hard is it to get an engine going where you're getting maybe 2 or 3 draws? I think it's really good.
Yeah. EPF Point Squad. Forest. Mutagen Mutant.
Pretty nice. I don't know if we've hit any bombs yet. Nothing. I don't know the
Super
set well enough.
crazy.
All right, we got Tunnel Rats. It is like Reassembling Skeleton, but extremely mana intensive. Omni Cheese Pizza. This is another great limited card. Enters, draws a card, then you can sack it to filter a mana or sack it to gain a life. I quite like it though. If you've got some sort of artifact, draw. I don't know. There's places for it. Grounded for Life. We already talked about that one. Return to the Sewers. We talked about that one. Ice Cream Kitty. Doesn't even look like a cat, really. EPF Point Squad. We talked about that one. Mutant Chain Reaction. Quintessential Katana. When equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has, whenever it deals combat damage, not to a player, just combat damage, period, untap it and gain 2 life. So even if it's blocked, you'll still untap it and gain the life. And whenever an ninja you control enters, you may attach this equipment to it. That definitely will have some homes. Skateboard, I'm excited about this one. This one says when it enters, tap target permanent. That's not that important. But it gives a creature +1/+0 and haste. This is going to go right into my Francisco Kettis deck. It's a definite include there. I think it's great. Donatello's Technique. 3 mana, draw 2, but you can sneak it for 1. Interesting. Jenica Bad Apple Big Sister.
I do like the art on this one.
Yeah.
Donatello's Technique. I like it.
And then we got Dawn and Leo Problem Solvers. This is another one that I think is going to see a lot of play, actually. Beginning of your end step, exile 1 target artifact and up to 1 target creature, and then return to the battlefield. So you get to play 2 things on end step. 5's a little pricey, but it's not even that out of bounds, you know. If I compare
it's just
this,
the colors that make it a little extra pricey.
Yeah, we'll compare this to like a lot of people. I've played against that one blue god that does that. Why can't I think of their name? Thassa, that blinks on end step. Well, this is like that. 1 more mana, but you can also hit an artifact. Saved by the Shell. If you get a turtle,
indestructible.
You're right. So there's advantage there. Cost 1 less. If you control a turtle, gives a counter, hexproof, trample, and indestructible. Then we got a plains and a mutagen token.
Null group biological assets. During your turn, this creature's first strike. Whenever this creature attacks, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Zoo Escapees. Eastwind Avatar. Mauser 3. Bebop Warthog Warrior. Zog Triceraton Castaway. Primordial. Pachyderm. Turtle Blimp. Flying. When this vehicle enters, create a 2/2 red mutant creature token with crew 2 for 3/4. A little pricey. 5. Lord Drag Insect Invader. Flying. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent left the battlefield under your control this turn, create a 1/1 black insect warrior creature token with flying. Pay 4, sack a token, draw a card. Karai's Technique. Talked about that before, but there's the showcase art. Jenica, Bad Apple Big Sister, another showcase art for that one. Ooh. Krang and Shredder. Whenever Krang and Shredder enter or attack, each opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent left the battlefield under your control this turn, you may cast a card exiled with Krang and Shredder without paying its mana cost. 6 for 6/7. See, I like this more than the other card that we were talking about, the blue-white for 6 with Vigilance.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I'll tell you, I think this is like an Atali, but like fair for casual tables.
That's true.
It's not easy to abuse.
But fair.
It's still doing a thing similar.
You might get some hate comments for that.
Yeah.
Mauser Foundry. I've heard a couple people talk about this one. But
I think it's interesting.
Yeah. Mountain. Food and Insect Warrior Token.
All right. Shredder's Revenge. Shredder's Revenge is actually, I don't know if we talked about it. It's interesting. Target player discards 2 cards, or target player draws 2 and loses 2. That's interesting. I mean, if you're in a discard deck, it's good because it's never dead. A lot of discard cards are dead after people have no hands left, but that one's not dead, so that's nice. Nobody. Punk Frogs. April O'Neil, Kunoichi Trainee. Buzzbots. I'm terrible. Orokusaki. Mutant Town Musicians. Bespoke Bow. Enters return a non-land permanent to his owner's hand and gives a creature 2/1 in vigilance. Wingnut Bat on the Belfry. This guy's been pretty good for me in limited. I tried him out and he's pretty good. Whenever a creature, yeah, Wingnut. You don't like Wingnut?
Wingnut Bat on the Belfry. Wingnut. Cool. He just should have been called Wingnut and left it at that.
But either way, whenever he attacks, he gives all your creatures, attacking creatures, +1/+0. That's pretty good. And then he gives himself Flying Menace and Haste when other creatures enter. I think he's interesting. I don't know if you'd make a deck around him, but interesting. The Last Ronin's Technique. 4 mana to make 3 1/1 Ninja Turtle Spirit creature tokens. And you can sneak it for 2 mana. If you got a Spirit deck, maybe. Something there. Donatello Turtle Techie. Ooh, Shark Shredder Killer Clone. This is a super cool card. It's a little expensive at 5 mana to sneak it out. But when it deals combat damage, which it has first strike, so it deals combat damage before the rest of your creatures, You get to immediately put a creature from that player's graveyard on the battlefield, tapped and attacking, which is pretty neat.
I think he's a fun card.
Yeah, I do too. Tunnel Rats, we already talked about that one. Escape Tunnel, and a food insect warrior token.
I think you put the camera too far away.
You're right.
You have to lean far in. Mauser attack. Guac and marshmallow pizza, your favorite kind of pizza. Crustacean commando. Anchovy and banana pizza. Mauser foundry. Frog butler. Ultram scientists. Putrid pals. Turtle blimp. Lord Dreg. Michelangelo Game Master. Did we get this one yet?
Yeah, we talked about him. He just gets
Okay.
counters on himself.
Just. Ninja Teen. For 3, whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life. 2 more to get a level 2. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and have menace. And then 1 more to get a level 3. Creature cards in your graveyard have sneak 3. 3 generic and 1 black. You may cast creature spells from your graveyard using their sneak abilities.
I'm super high on this card. You want to know why? The first ability alone is amazing.
Wow, yeah, that's true.
Because what's the worst thing that can happen when you're playing an Aristocrats deck? Someone throws out a Rest in Peace or something, and now your creatures don't die. Guess what? This doesn't care. This is your stuff leaves the field. Everyone loses 1.
Oh, that's true.
So this is super, super good for Aristocrat decks. You ignore the rest. The other stuff is cool, but ignore just that top part is enough for me to want to play it. I mean, it's 3 mana. That's the same as a Bastion to Remembrance. Yeah, you don't get the life gain, so there's a little bit of downside there, but I think it's super, super worth it.
Pre-order price is $4 or $5 right now. I think it'll go down, but
yeah, I don't know if it's. I don't think it's going to be like a $20 card or anything. I just think it's very
Donatello
cool.
Turtle Technique, Foot Headquarters, and Mutagen. Mutant.
All right, Stomped by the Foot, Bot Bashing Time, Cowabunga, Make Your Move, Stockman Mad Flyantist, Squirrelinoids, Purple Dragon Punks, Baxter Stockman, the Neutrinos, Mighty Mutanimals, Michelangelo Game Master, Rat King Verminister. I think people are excited about this card. He is almost too easy to build, I think. At the beginning of your end step, if opponent left the battlefield under your control, make a rat and he gets counter. Then sacrifice 3 rats to return target creature and all other cards with the same name as that card from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So obviously, the Relentless Rats or the like Shadowborn Apostle or any of those have any number of them in your deck cards. This is amazing with. So I think people are a little less excited because it's so obvious what you're supposed to do with it. But it's still really cool, and you could make a rat deck. I mean, honestly, even as just a reanimator deck, it's sacrifice 3 rats,
And
return
get
something back. So it's not bad.
That's
It's interesting
true.
to me.
Build it that way.
Anchovy and banana pizza, illegitimate business, and a mutagen robot token.
Rocksteady. High Flying Ace. Mind Transfer Protocol. I think this art's pretty cool. For 3 until end of turn, target artifact creature becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 4/5 and draw a card. I like anything that's a little bit of a combat trick and replaces itself. Foot Mystic. Null Group Biological Assets. Zoo Escapees again. East Wind Avatar. Foot Ninjas. Paramecia Colonies. When this creature enters, mill 3 cards. When this creature dies, you may exile it. When you do, put target creature card from your graveyard on top of your library.
It's like a worse undead butler.
Novel Nunchaku. When this equipment enters attached to target creature you control, when you do, equipped creature fights up to 1 target creature an opponent controls. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has trample. Equip 3.
Does stuff.
Does stuff, that's true. Leonardo Leader in Blue. For 1, he's a 2/1 sneak for 5. When Leonardo enters, if his sneak cost was paid, creatures you control get +2/+0 till end of turn. You can pay 2. Leonardo gains first strike until end of turn.
It's not very blue for a white card.
Oh, that's true. Mutagen Man, Living Ooze. This guy's cool, I think, as well.
Mm-hmm.
Trample activated abilities of artifact tokens you control cost 1 less to activate. When Mutagen Man enters, create X mutagen tokens for 2 and X mana.
It's unfortunate that it only works with artifact tokens, but otherwise, very cool card. His reduction, I mean.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's still kind of...
I mean, it makes your mutagens free, your clues cost less, your blood
everything.
tokens are free. In fact, he'd be great if you have a green deck with blood tokens in it, boom.
That's true. I think he's cool.
Yep.
Thought about building him as well. Omni Cheese Pizza. Did we talk about this one already?
Yep, we did.
Foot Headquarters and Food. Insect Warrior.
Slithering Cryptid, Action News Crew, Surveillance Cam, Insectoid Exterminator, Mechanized Ninja Cavalry, Ragamuffin Raptor, Pain 101, Mona Lisa Science Geek, Metalhead, Shredder's Armor, Leonardo Big Brother, Improvised Arsenal. This is another super cool card. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 for each artifact you control. I mean, that alone is already pretty strong. We've seen that on equipment plenty of times. However, one equip costs only 1 red, but pretty good. But this one also has the additional ability for 5 mana. You can make a token's copy of it. So if you have any sort of, I want token copies of artifacts, like what was that guy, Gimbal? There was a precon from Gimbal that wanted like differently named artifact tokens. That's great here. But even just being able to make copies of it, you got a nice mana sink. It's instant speed. Someone goes to a movie, you just make a copy of it. Pretty cool. I don't know if it's going to be amazing, but I kind of like it. Michelangelo Mutant BFF, Escape Tunnel, and a Food Insect token.
Oh, look at that dinosaur soldier. Beautiful. Omni Cheese Pizza. You are grounded for life.
Oh, I just got what that's getting at.
Return to the sewers. Ice Cream Kitty. EPF Point Squad. Mutant Chain Reaction. Did we talk about this one?
Mm-hmm. It's an okay removal spell that also makes a mutagen.
Hamato Guardian Stance. Quintessential Katana. Skateboard. Donatello's Technique. Sneak for 1, draw 2 cards. Raphael the Night Watcher. Sneak for 3. Attacking creatures you control have double strike.
It's a powerful card. Probably better than 99, but it's a powerful card.
Very true.
I mean, being able to sneak it out is actually really, really good.
Oh, and Does Machines. Weird name. When this class enters, mill 2 cards, draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. When this class becomes level 2, return up to 2 target artifact cards from your graveyard to your hand. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put 3 +1/+1 counters on target artifact you control. If it isn't a creature, it becomes a 0/0 robot creature in addition to its other types.
Interesting. The first one, mill 2, draw 2, discard 2. I could see it having
It's a lot for
fitting.
2, yeah. I think
But does machines? That's the question.
Yeah.
Does it?
Does Machines. Jenica's Technique. This art's kind of cool. Sneak 2 damage to each creature. Oh, each creature.
This one I quite like.
1?
Well, I like it because you could sneak out whatever you didn't want to die, boom, back 10, and then kind of do a mini board wipe.
Oh,
in the
that's
right
true.
deck, I think
Yeah.
it's going to be pretty good.
That's true. I like the art on it as well. TCRI building copy and oh yeah, Dinosaur Soldier. That has to go that way.
Yeah. Stop recording for a second. Don't worry about it. Foot Elite. Don't worry about it. Negate. Stomped by the foot. Bot bashing time.
Stomped by the foot.
Yeah, all the people who want a foot deck are just thrilled with this set. Cowabunga. Make Your Move. Stockman Mad Flyantist. Hard One Jite. Equip creature has double strike, equip of 2. Featherbrained Filcher. Flying when it leaves the battlefield, make a food token. Notably, that's actually great for sneak because it's a little O2 flyer. Send it home. Get a little food.
That's true.
April, Reporter of the Weird. Whenever she deals combat damage to a player, draw that many cards and discard a card. I mean, this it could be good. You know, if you have some way to make this like a 10-10, that'd be connect, draw 10, discard a card.
Discard 1.
Yeah, I mean, so if there's this is probably a good combat trick deck, honestly. Or a good like if you have something that changes the base power to a 4 power or 5 power or something. I mean, that alone is pretty good.
Actually, there's a couple of them of those instant spells in blue.
The only thing she lacks is evasion, so
That's true.
as the maybe not great as a commander, but in the 99 of the right deck, she could be good. Donatello, Turtle Techie, Ground, Chuck, and Dirtbag.
Oh yeah.
Whenever you tap a land for mana, add green. Oh, for 6 mana, that's actually really good. And it's on an 8/8 Trampler.
He's a beefy boy.
I'm liking it.
See what
Wow, this is just a totally power crept version of that one dinosaur. There's a dinosaur that does this, but it only gives you the extra mana if you're the Monarch, and it's like a 5/5.
Oh.
This is like a way better version. When I'm editing this, maybe I'll put it on screen for everyone to see. The Neutrinos, Escape Tunnel, and a Mutagen robot.
See, would it be so fun to put all the beastie pairs into one deck? But I think you'd have to be in Wooburg, and then I don't know who I'd do for the commander.
Well, there's the 5-color one that everyone hated from the precon that cares about mutants.
Oh, that's true.
They're all
Yeah, you could
mutants.
throw all them in there.
Yeah, you could.
Guac and marshmallow pizza. Crustacean commander. It'd be more of a flavored deck than powerful.
Brett, I'm going to make you a deal. If this video gets 5,000 views, you and I are going to make a guac and marshmallow pizza and eat it. Deal?
Okay, deal. It won't.
It
so
won't.
We're good. Utrom, Scientist, Putrid, Pals. Paramecia. I'm not going to say that name anymore. Novel, Nunchaku.
Paramecia
Donatello,
Colonnade.
Turtle Techie, Madame Null, Power Broker. Death
I'm a
Touch.
fan of this one.
Whenever another creature you control enters, you may pay life equal to its power. If you do, put that many +1/+1 counters on it. Just double up the power and everything.
Well, not only is it great to double the power and everything, like that's super strong on its own, but any pay life deck is just thrilled with that. It's like, oh, all my creatures are bigger and I get to
that's
lower my
true.
life for free. Like what if they put that in, what's her name? Not Will, Sign of Peace. Rowan, Sign of War.
Rowan, Sign of War.
It's like, oh, my Rowan comes in. Oh, I lose 4 life. Give her haste. Like, it's so good. I think it's slam dunk there.
Leonardo's Technique. Sneak 2, return 1 or 2 target creature cards, each with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield.
That's another one. That's amazing. That's going to be such a great
Sneak
card.
for 2, yeah.
It's going to go in Cloud.
Raphael, Tough Turtle. He's lifting, he's pumping iron. Mountain Mutagen.
All right, Hamato, Guardian Stance, Manhole Missile, Shredder's Revenge, Punk Frogs, Nobody, April O'Neil, Kunoichi Trainee, Buzzbots, Ray Fillet Man Ray. This is the first time we've seen this guy. Flying 3/3 for 4 mana. When he enters, make a mutagen token, and you can pay 2 to remove a +1/+1 counter from a creature you control to draw a card. That's a card. It's pretty good.
It's cardboard.
Oh, Go Ninja Go. Actually, I love this one. This one's great.
Yeah, that one will be a good one.
Sorcery, which kind of sucks, but still red and a white. Choose one or both. Exile a creature you control, then return to the battlefield under its owner's control. And deals damage equal to the greatest power among creatures you control to target creature an opponent controls. What I like about this is it's a bit of a risk. Well, no, it's not a bit of a... Well, I shouldn't say it's a bit of a risk. Because the damage that is being dealt cares about just whatever the greatest creature power among creatures you control is. It's not targeting one of your creatures. So they can't blow up that creature in response to stop it from dealing damage.
Because it'll just go to the next one.
And even if they blow up the creature you're blinking, the second mode still chooses to target a creature they control, so it doesn't fizzle if they blow up the creature you blink. So it's hard to make this spell fizzle, and it gives you a 2 mana for a blink and removal spell. I think is fantastic. I'm going to have to find a lot of room for it. Shredder's Technique, this is going to be a staple in black, I think. It's better than a Feed the Swarm, I would say, most of the time. It's 1 more mana, but it's still sorcery, destroy a creature or an enchantment, and you lose 2 life instead of equal to the mana value of that permanent, which we get with Feed the Swarm. And I love the sneak cost of 1. I think it's great. Michelangelo Improviser. This is another great card. This is a good pack. When he sneak him out for 4 mana, or playing for 4 mana, he's a 4/4. But when he deals combat damage to a player, you make it put a creature and or a land from your hand on the battlefield. So he ramps you and cheats a creature into play. Busted.
think he's like $5 right now.
Yeah, and then we got Dawn and Wrath Hard Science. When they attack, the next non-creature spell you cast this turn has affinity for artifacts. I mean, yeah, that could get real cool nasty in an artifact deck. Yeah. And another Leatherhead Swamp Stalker. Already talked about that. This card I think is great. Then we got a Swamp and a Mutagen Robot token.
Yeah, that one had Mythic and 2 rares in it.
Yeah, that's a great pack.
And the Shredder's Technique.
I'm high on it.
We're still looking for that. What is it called? The bonus sheet card.
Bonus sheet card, yeah.
Guac and Marshmallow Pizza. Crustacean Commando. Anchovy and Banana Pizza. What would be worse?
I think the Anchovy Banana.
I think Anchovy Banana would be gross.
Yeah, I think Guac and Marshmallow is not as bad.
I agree. Mauser Foundry. Dream Beavers.
Oh, this card actually. This is going to be one of the best.
Actually, I was reading this the other day, and I thought it was sweet. And I like the art on it, too. 1 for 1/1 flying. When he enters, each opponent loses 1 life and gain what's 1 life.
Well, he's going to see so much playing standard, I think, with all the sneak. Because he's a 1/1 flyer. Gets in easy.
Yeah.
I think he's super, super strong.
And he's a beaver.
And he's a beaver.
Saved by the Shell. It's one less to cast. If you control a turtle, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, gains trample, hexproof, and indestructible until end of turn. Casey Jones, Jury Rig Justicular. Haste, when he enters, look at top 4 cards of your library, reveal an artifact card from among them, and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order.
Did you call him a Justicular? Justicar.
Oh, yeah, I did. From my angle, it looked like an L.
That's funny.
I was wondering why you were laughing at me. Donatello Gadget Master. Sneak for 2. Whenever he deals combat damage to player, create a token that's a copy of target artifact you control.
Pretty
That's
interesting.
a fun card.
Yeah, it's fun. Again, great in a gimbal deck.
Turtle Power. Flash. Turtles get +2/+2.
Sick. Hey, I mean, maybe a Changeling typal deck, or if you really go all in on the turtles.
Frog Butler. Dimension X. Food. Insect.
I will say, I don't think there's a lot of them out there, but gimbal players are eating well with this set. The artifact token support, they're thrilled. What is that? Manhole Missile.
Unless they don't like the art.
Shredder's Revenge. Nobody. Punk Frogs.
You get all the nobodies.
I swear, I've got Nobody, Punk Frog, April O'Neil, Kunoichi Trainee, like so many times. Those exact 3 in a row. I'm going to go through and look it up. I'm going to put tally on screen because it's happened. Buzzbots.
I haven't gotten any nobodies, but you've gotten them all.
Oroku Saki. Ray Fillet Man Ray. Go Ninja Go. Again, one of those good ones. Shredder's Technique. Another one of those. Raphael Tough Turtle. Broadcast Takeover. Quite possibly the worst card to draft in Limited. Gain control of all artifacts your opponents control until end of turn. Untap them to get haste until end of turn. I mean, I want to like this card, but man, you're just praying your opponents are running artifacts. You get in a game and nobody's running an artifact except like 2 Soul Rings. It's like, great, I pay 5 mana for 2 Soul Rings, you know?
It's still fun in the Commander.
Yeah,
how about in Kibo?
Yeah, but they just sack their bananas or something. I guess that's what you want. I don't know.
Forces them to sack it, I guess.
Mouser Attacks, Dimension X, and a Food Ninja Turtle Spirit token.
Yeah, you're right.
I want to like it. I'm thinking about it. There's a deck out there for it, I'm sure, but I'd have to really think to find it.
Mauser. What in... Oh, okay. Bebop. Zog. Bebop and Zog always come after each other, too.
And the Primordial Pachyderm.
Yep. Foot Elite. Negate. Stomped by the Foot. Lydia, Little Orphan Amphibian. I wanted to build this deck just so anytime anyone wanted to kill her, I'd be like, would you do that to an orphan?
That's true. That's funny.
Look at her.
She's going to go in Momo. She's actually great. She's super similar to
Look at
Momo.
her. I know.
Because I made that Momo deck. Momo puts a crit counter on any creature, though, when he leaves. Makes a food or scries, 2.
Yeah.
But she does it on ETB, so she's easier to build around, even though it's maybe a little less strong than Momo.
Yeah, probably Momo's a little more versatile.
But she's cool. She's going to go in Momo because she's doing all the same things.
Henchbots. When this creature enters, exile target tapped creature an opponent controls until this creature leaves the battlefield.
I'll tell you what, I actually love this card because it is colorless.
I guess that's true.
Only because it's colorless. I agree, but if you're in a colorless only deck, this is an interesting piece of removal that you didn't have access to before.
It's only until he leaves the battlefield.
I didn't say it was great removal. I said it's interesting.
Whatever. Jenica's Technique. Raphael, tough turtle.
We got a lot of those tough turtles. There's the
The
ooze. I'm huge fan
Whenever
of this
creature you
card.
control with a +1/+1 counter it leaves the battlefield, create a mutagen token for each +1/+1 counter on it. And then you can tap, exile target card from a graveyard, create a mutagen token.
So again, graveyard hate for 2 mana, totally on rate, totally good. And it's making you mutagen tokens, which is super good. But then on top of that, the other ability I think is super strong. If you have a creature with 3 +1/+1 counters on it, super easy to do. It leaves the battlefield because you sneak it out, it gets killed, it gets exiled, doesn't matter, boom, you get instantly 3 artifacts.
Yeah.
3 permanents on the battlefield.
Well, and it's just on top of it, you get a little bit of graveyard hate too.
That's what I'm saying. It's on rate graveyard hate.
Well,
Plus
that's why this
other
one,
ability.
this one's one of like 3 cards that is slowly climbing in price, even in pre-sale.
Yeah, I don't know. It might see
It's
play
like
in
12,
standard,
$13 or something now.
but it's definitely going to see play in Commander. I think it's going to be a great card in Commander.
Turtle Lair, illegitimate business, mutagen ninja.
Now, so we have legitimate business person and illegitimate business now. So almost got a full set. We got another Oroku Saki.
You always get that one.
I do. Mutant Town Musicians, Rocksteady Crash Courser, High Flying Ace, Mind Transfer Protocol, Foot Mystic, Null Group Biological Assets, Splinter Hamato Yoshi. This is the first we've seen of this guy. Ninjas get +1/+1. He's a 1/3 menace. Good sneak. Obviously, he's going to go into every ninja deck ever. Courier of Comestibles. Is that Comestibles? Yeah, I guess so. Courier of Comestibles.
I'm not helping you.
When this creature enters, you may search the library for a food card. Reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle. If you don't put a card in your hand this way, create a food token.
Going to Pizza Man.
I'm high on
Going
it.
to Pizza Man.
Oh, he is. You're right. He's a courier of he's the pizza delivery guy. I didn't get that. New Generation's Technique.
What is this art?
I don't know. They're in a daycare or something. They're the new generation. They're all little babies.
I know, but I don't know what that's from.
Yeah. Ooh, we got Michelangelo Game Master and then Michelangelo's Technique. This one's interesting. I could see this having some homes. Look at the top 8 cards of your library. Put up to 2 creature charge with total mana value 6 or less from among them on the battlefield, and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Decent. Grounded for life. Illegitimate business yet again, and a mutagen mutant token. We are getting low on packs, and we still haven't found that bonus sheet card. You're gonna get it right here.
Squirrelanoids. Purple Dragon Punks. Slithering Cryptid. Action News Crew. I get all the Vans too. Surveillance.
It's a sign you need to make a Vans only deck.
Insectoid Exterminator.
You can call it only Vans.
Mechanized Ninja Cavalry. Fugitive Droid. I don't think there's enough Vans in all of them.
Oh, we haven't talked about this one.
Oh, we haven't?
Fugitive Droid. It's not that great, but it's okay.
1/1/1. Can't be blocked if an artifact enters the battlefield under your control this turn. Pay 1 sack this creature. Counter target spell that targets an artifact or creature.
It's pretty
You
good.
control.
I don't like that it only counters a spell, though. If it said counter target spell or ability that targets an artifact creature, man, that'd be amazing.
That's true. It's not horrible.
No, it's not horrible.
It's essentially 2 to counter that, but... Spicy Oatmeal Pizza. This is a new oatmeal pizza. I don't think we've talked about this
No,
one.
and I actually like this one as well.
When this artifact enters, 4 damage to any target and 3 damage to you. 2 sack, and you get your life back.
But again, there's ways to get around that life lost to yourself and maybe blink this repeatable removal. I'm high on it. I think there's decks for it.
Is that rat's eyes or ears burning? Something's burning on the rat.
It's
up in the
mouth.
corner.
He ate spicy pizza.
I don't think that...
Yeah, it's clearly he ate the pizza and that's coming out of his mouth.
I don't think so. His mouth is closed.
Let me see this guy.
Raphael, most attitude. Turncoat Kunoichi.
I don't know.
Have we gotten this one before?
No, we haven't.
Sneak for 4. When this creature enters, choose target creature and opponent controls. Exile that creature until this creature leaves the battlefield. If the creature's sneak cost was paid, instead, exile the chosen creature. She's cool.
She's an Orzhov ninja. Great for Dark Leo.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Renet, Temporal Apprentice for 5. Flash. When a Renet enters, return each other non-land permanent that entered this turn to its owner's hand.
I mean, that could be a blowout. 5 mana's a lot, but someone has a big turn, you're like, nah, back to your hand.
That's true. But if they have a big turn, well, I guess I was thinking
Hold on
about
a
your
5 mana.
I was thinking about your Aang deck. If you poop out your hand and then you do it, but then you're just going to poop it all out again.
It's true.
So, Utrum Scientists, Forest Mutagen Ninja.
I like the full art lands
I do too.
I know some people are like, New York.
I don't like the pizza lands, but I like these ones.
Those pizza lands, they're going to be so hated that they end up selling for a ton. Mark my words.
Some of them are going up.
Rock Soldiers, Tunnel Rats, Tenderize, Omni Cheese Pizza, Grounded for Life, Return to the Sewers, Ice Cream Kitty, EPF Point Squad, Lita, Little Orphan Amphibian, Henchbots, Michelangelo Game Master, Splinter's Technique. It is the Sneak Demonic Tutor. Search your library for a card, put the card in your hand, and shuffle. For 4 mana, that's a little expensive, but if you can sneak this out for 2, you're thrilled.
So why it's like card. $7 or something.
Yeah, I think it's going to see play. I think it'll, be a good card. Brilliance Unleashed, we talked about that. Island Mutagen Mutant token.
All right, 3 packs left.
So one of these is supposed to have the bonus sheet card.
Supposed to. Remember the last one we got host? The last box we opened didn't have the bonus either. It's bad luck, bad juju. Bot bashing time. We haven't gotten this one yet. Bot bashing time deals 6 damage to target creature. If that creature would die this turn, exile instead. I don't think we did.
4 mana sorcery speed is
Cowabunga.
Not ideal.
Make your move. Stockman, Madfly, Entist.
Flyentist, like scientist.
Flyentist.
Yeah.
Purple Dragon Punks.
Man, you get the purple dragon punks a lot too.
Squirrelinoids. Purple People Eater. Slithering Cryptid. Ooze Spill. Counter target spell, create a mutagen token.
There are worse counter spells in the game, that's
That
for sure.
2. General Trang, Heart of Stone. We haven't gotten this one.
Yeah,
Trample.
I did. Very first pack.
Oh, you
actually.
did? Never mind. Karai. Leonardo, Big Brother. Transdimensional Bovine. Flying tap. Add 2 mana of any one color.
I don't hate it. 3 mana make 2 mana. I don't hate it. And it's a flyer if you need to throw Swords of Feast and Famine on it.
Dimension X, Mutagen, Ninja.
All right, here it is. Here's the pack.
I'm going to email Wizards if we don't get one on this. Where do you get all that fur from?
I don't know. Frog Butler, Utrom Scientists, Putrid Pals, Rock Soldiers, Tenderize, Tunnel Rats, Omni Cheese Pizza. Wait, where does that go? Right there. Koya, Death from Above. We haven't seen this one yet. Flying 2/1 for 3 mana. When it enters, exile up to 1 target creature. At the beginning of the next end step, you may pay 4. If you don't, that creature comes back under control. This was okay. It's like a blink spell that could also be removal in a pinch, but for a ton of mana. So I don't hate it in a blink deck. I think it's interesting. Everything Pizza. We haven't seen this one either. When it enters, search library for a basic, put it in your hand, and for 5, 6, 7 mana, you can sacrifice it. Gain 3 life, draw a card. Each of your opponents discard a card. It does 3 damage to any target. You put 3 counters on up to 1 target creature. I don't know what deck it goes in, but maybe it fits somewhere. Westwind Avatar. We're getting a bunch of new ones in there. Trample. When it enters or attacks, you may sacrifice a token or a land. If you do, gain 3 life. I don't hate that. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent left the battlefield this turn, draw a card. Decent. Raphael Tough Turtle. Triceraton Commander. There's what the dinosaur token goes to. This is a 2/2 flyer for 2 white and double X. Whenever this creature attacks, dinosaurs you control other than this creature get +1/+1 again flying until end of turn, and when he enters, make a bunch of 2/2 white dinosaur tokens, soldier creature tokens. I think that's cool. I like that it's an X spell in white, because you don't get a lot of X spells in white lately, and I just like it.
Can I cheat and put that token over with him?
Yeah, you can do that. And then we got a Putrid Pals, and I got another dinosaur token to go with him.
Oh, never mind. Then we're good.
So he'll have at least 1 dinosaur token with him.
Perfect.
A land and a Putrid Pals. All right, well, this has to be the pack, or Wizards is a liar.
Yeah. They're liars.
Come on, give us that bonus sheet card.
Mutant Town Musicians. Rocksteady. High Flying Ace. We haven't opened this one yet.
We did early on. I just didn't talk about it.
Mind Transfer Protocol. Foot Mystic. No group biological assets. During your turn, this creature's first strike. Whatever creature attacks, you may discard a card if you do draw a card. Zoo Escapees. Splinter Hamato Yoshi. Courier of Comestibles.
Yeah, hard to say that one.
Jenica's Technique. Leonardo. Whoops. Big Brother. Chrome Drome. For 2, 1/3 other artifact creatures you control get +1/+0. 5. Create a token that's a copy of another target artifact you control. That token gains haste. Sack at the beginning of the next end step.
You know what that's really good with? Portal to Phyrexia. 5 mana, get another Portal to Phyrexia. I think they're legendary, so you'll lose one, but who cares? It's brutal.
That's true. Guac and Marshmallow.
Foil.
Foot Headquarters.
No
Mutagen.
bonus sheet card. We got host.
Well, you get it before the rares.
Oh, you do?
If you do get them. So.
Well, that is really unfortunate. Well, that's all the cards. But before we go, we're going to announce the winners. I'm recording my wheel spinner live. It'll be displayed on the screen. And we're going to see which patron wins each of these. We're going to start with the black cards. And again, all of our paid Patreon members are entered to win this as part of their membership. The lower tiers get 1 entry, and then you get additional entries as you go up in tiers. So for the black cards, we're spinning. And if you do win a color, you're going to be eliminated from winning any more
future ones. So this is for black.
Or for this pack. For the black, we've got Emilio Maldonado. Congratulations, and thanks for the support. We appreciate it.
Emilio.
And
have fun with splinters.
Yeah. Enjoy that shark.
Oh yeah, you got the shark. You got
in there. Next up, for the blue cards. Let's see who wins this.
Did you eliminate him from it?
I did. It gives me the option. We got
Julio
334. Congratulations, and again, thank you for the support. Next up, we've got green. Mad Dog Grimes, congratulations. I believe you won in our last color break as well, so you've got the luck.
Oh yeah, he got the colorless one.
He did get the colorless.
I remember. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Now you get
Mad
green.
Dog Grimes.
Mono green.
Oh,
pizza.
he's got
you better use
so
that
much guac and marshmallow
pizza.
pizza.
So much pizza.
Yeah. Now we're on to the multicolored cards. Tracy Swans, congratulations. I know you were a newer Patreon, so I'm happy to see you win. And
I don't like jellyfish.
oh shoot, I forgot to eliminate. I just closed it. Well, if you win another spin, Tracy, I'm just going to re-roll. Now we're on to the colorless
Actually, that's a big one,
and
Tracy.
tokens.
Nice.
Congratulations, Zadra. You are the winner of the colorless cards as well as the lands and the tokens. You got a lot of lands and tokens. Moving on to red. Spin to win for the red cards here.
I like a lot of the red in this.
Stanislas Villard, congratulations. You win for the red cards.
I don't think I spelled your name right, but we tried. An effort was made.
An effort was made. Finally, moving on to the white cards. Our last.
With a dinosaur
with
soldier
one
token.
dinosaur soldier token, yes. And, well, it was Tracy. Sorry, I said I was going to spin again if it was you. So, re-roll on that. And Copernicus, congratulations. We appreciate the support, and we'll be reaching out to each of you individually once this video goes live to confirm your addresses so we can get these cards sent out to you. And one last time, we just want to say thank you so much for supporting us on Patreon and YouTube. We appreciate it. And if you want to win more cards with us in the future, we give away a ton of cards. Just go and join our Patreon. Even at the free tier, you're entered to win a lot of free cards. So check it out. And thanks. Anything you want to add?
See ya!